Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Wow. So I am gonna get back on the making some journals together here pretty soon. I needed to get my monthly minis done, and I just got back from Seattle a couple days ago, and thought I better finish these up. Boy, I had a great time making these. They were, I, I had them in my head, like kind of exactly what I wanted to do. And I love it when, it just comes together and it goes smoothly and I'm feeling motivated. I was visiting Sammy and Adrian over in Seattle for a few days. I was there from Friday until Tuesday. So that was really nice to get away and get to see my babies, a couple of my babies. So anyways, yeah, so I got my monthly minis done, and I just love when they're all like in a little box like this and um, just kind of hanging out. They just look so yummy like that. Anyway, so let me show you kind of what these came out like. So, when I say minis, these aren't, teeny tiny little minis, but they're, I would say, smaller than um, like a Reader's Digest. They actually measure 6.5 by 4.5, and I made them out of some old file folders. So and I love this color. This is like my very, very favorite of file folder color. Anyways, it's great because you can write on it and like, I don't know. And it's just such a cool texture, and it's just a perfect weight for a cover. Anyway, so each one of these, I wound up doing it's like a piece of ledger paper from, different ledgers that I have, just glued onto some like manila file folder. And then I took an image, some sort of nature sort of image, printed on acetate, and stitched that on over the top of the ledger paper. So, you can kind of just see the ledger coming through. And then I just did really super simple, like fabric collage kind of behind the image, and then stitched it down and did some just kind of random messy stitching around to kind of hold the fabric down and that kind of stuff. When I stitched these together, I left the string long. I used a double strand of waxed linen so you could have, more strings to play with. Anyway, and then each one's got a little eyelet up in the top left corner. It's kind of my signature move, I guess. That's sort of what I always do. And then I put like a big jump ring, and then just on a little bulb pin, a little vintage button and some sort of charm, and then of course the number that identifies which journal it is. I really wanted to keep these excuse me, I really wanted to keep these super affordable, right? Like I didn't want to get too crazy. I didn't want to add too much stuff so to drive the price up. Like I wanted to keep them really affordable so that lots of people could get one if they want one. And, because I've had some requests for that. And so, I definitely want to try to accommodate that if I can. Anyway, so each one just has a very simple seam binding closure. I did add a pretty generous amount of seam binding. So if you want to, maybe cut that shorter or whatever you can, it's just looped through the eyelets. So like it comes off super easy. So if you want to dye that a particular color, absolutely super easy. Just use any kind of like distress ink or, any kind of ink really. Even like alcohol ink works great to dye these a different color if you want to. And then each one, since there was all this stitching on the cover, I wanted to sort of cover that up. So I just did a fabric lining on each one. Okay. Not the same fabric on each one, but it's all, sort of naturey, flowery or something like that. And you can see in the pictures, in the listings, the fabric on the inside cover. I made sure I got a picture of that. So I didn't do any pocket here, but you could definitely add any kind of pocket on the front if you want to. And plus I thought the fabric was pretty. But since I didn't do a pocket on the inside front cover and back cover, I just did a bag, like a paper bag there. So you'd have like some kind of little pocket towards the front of your journal. And then, just some cream color cardstock, or not cardstock, copy paper. And I use heavyweight copy paper, a 24-pound, sometimes even 28. Just because I feel like it's more sturdy, and that's what I always use for coffee dyeing or avocado dyeing too. So, and then just a couple of little collage tags in each one. I think I put two of these tags that we've been making together in each one of these. I used a little bit of that bank ephemera. So I did add like one piece of the onion skin. These are just letters that were written to a bank back in like 1910, 1911. And then some ledger. This is like accounting paper. It's not a ledger. And then I included a page from one of those really beautiful little guidebooks, little flower guidebook. And so I didn't want to cover up any of the images, so I just folded it in like that. And then this is some more like grid paper. This is like a thinner craft paper. It's like packing paper. Some more of that accounting paper. Some of the very end of this letterhead onion skin that I have. This is a heavyweight onion skin paper. And then there's another piece of that ephemera from the banking stuff. And then I added one really old postcard in each one. Some of them have some writing on them that I think was added on later. It's done in glitter. So I seriously don't think that was on this postcard originally. But yeah, so anyways, I did add one really beautiful old postcard on each one. And then just there's a little tag. Each journal has pretty much the same elements. This was actually like a sticker book that was all flowers and stuff, and it came with all these little stickers that you could add onto the pages. But I just thought the pages were really pretty. It's almost like a coloring book, but you color with stickers. This is just like a botanical book page. Some vintage lined paper. This is just scrapbook paper that I made into a pocket, and some old like floral playing cards. I cut up a bunch of images from that German English like learning book with all the images. It's just some note paper. I did add some of the just the journaling cards from Tracie's kit that I'm working with in the Reader's Digest journals. So just some of those like just more plain sort of journaling cards. Piece of, atlas. There's some composition paper. A page from the old bank ledger. And you'll notice that one side of this is going to be upside down because they just like turn the pages over when they wanted to, continue on. So one page is upside down. It drives me crazy, but what can you do? And then each one also has an envelope in the center of the signature. Yeah, so then they just kind of go through, the opposite of what I just showed you. There's another page from the German book, or another image from the German book. A couple of guest checks. I think I did a green and a pink, and then a little receipt. Just, wanted to add some stuff that you could journal on, and I like to leave things, more accessible for writing in too. So, and then these are some of the the tags from that kit that I printed out a little bit smaller, that kit of Tracie's. And this is the other guest check. And I just paper clipped a lot of stuff in. This is some old just like stationery. It's kind of almost got like a wood grain though. It's green. probably can't see that, but it's kind of cool, and I love the texture. So I just folded it into an envelope shape and paper clipped it in. And oh, and there's a bridge score sheet. Another just little note card, notepad. And then I have a whole bunch of these. So I added like 3 or 4 of these in each one. And I just thought these were really pretty, these roses. And it's like all embossed around the edges, and just really pretty note paper. And then, you know, just I did add, there's 3 playing cards in each one. And then, you know, like 4 or 5 other little random images. So, okay, so that's basically what is inside each one. And I think I did 6 pictures of each one, because I did 26 of these, you guys. So I didn't, I'm sorry, but I usually do 10 pictures of each one, but I thought since they're all so similar, I just did 6 images on each listing. So anyway, so this is journal number 1, and the back is going to be plain on all of them. And yeah, so there's a bunches. And so basically, you know, when you go visit my shop, you know, you'll see a good picture of the front, and then I just did like a few of the inside. This is number 2, and different, you know, each one does have a button, and then some other kind of just metal charm. It might be a key, or, you know, something like that. But this one has a little dragonfly and some mushrooms. I think Tracie also has a kit with some of these images. These are public domain images of some mushrooms. She's edited them and changed them and made them kind of cool, actually. But she does have those available in her shop if you like those toadstools or mushroom images. Yeah, so I love how this ledger comes through. This is that really old like mathematics ledger that I have in my shop as a printable, and I just love the way it looks with just a simple flower layered over the top. That stuff is so cool. It prints out a little bit pink, which is kind of neat, I think. So yeah, just lots of butterflies, and I'm trying to keep these in order as I go through them. Usually I just like spread them out all over the desk. But yeah, just lots of really pretty like botanicals, and lots of butterflies. So this is some more of that mathematic ledger. And then there's one that's a day book too. I think there's 2 that are math and 1 that's a day book that I have scanned and available. So there's some more butterflies. So yeah, this is just going to be a super quick little video, but I wanted to let you guys know these are now listed in my shop. And whoops, the pin came open on that one. And shipping is included in the price on those. I wanted to make sure that I had those shipping included. Okay. So it just barely made it, but I gotta find that button now. So anyways, yeah, so these are October monthly minis, and they are all done and ready for new homes. I just love the way they all look in this tub all together in this box. So I thought about, you know, adding charms on these strings and all that stuff, but if I started doing that, oh, there's the button, then, you know, that would have just increased the amount of time that I spent on them, and therefore the price. So you'll see that they are, I think, reasonably priced. And yeah, so I will try to get these shipped out. I will say definitely Monday I will get these in the mail, whatever orders come in through today and over the weekend. So okay, all right, you guys. You know, there's just lots of love, lots of butterflies. Lots and lots of butterflies, and I love these mushrooms. Love the mushrooms. More butterflies. I did repeat a couple, like I think there's 2 that have this image on the front, and then There's two that have another. Yeah, see, there's the other one. There's another one of those. There's one more that I think I did 2 of, but anyway, I can't remember. So I can't remember which one it is. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. And yeah, get them while they're hot. I love you guys. And we will be doing another, I'm super excited because I want to do some charms. I'm going to be making some charms out of like some dice and, you know, game pieces and stuff like that, and making some like book tassels, that kind of thing. So I might actually try to get that done today and get it posted, and that'll be in the Let's Make Some Journals Together series. And then next step on that is going to be, you know, cutting pages and, you know, organizing signatures and that kind of stuff. So, all right. Okay. Thanks for watching, you guys. Love you. Bye for now.